I'm scshaille, and this is the Mutant Creatures for Minecraft 1.7.2 mod showcase. Alright, so this mod basically gives us 4 different hostile mutant creatures and also 1 minion creeper, so that's a friendly mob, and another friendly mob that is a mutant snow golem, which you can create on your own. I'm sorry for my voice today, but my throat is really hurting for some reason. I don't know, it's the middle of the summer and I'm getting sick. Alright, so let's maybe start with the basic things. I'm not going to... this will be long, probably. Be ready for that. When I was recording that in Polish, it took me more than 40 minutes, so I think we're aiming for the same time here. But I'm just gonna try to briefly skim through all the different mob types and maybe show them, but not like really show long fights with them, because really those fights can take like forever, and basically they depend, the outcome depends on how much luck do you have, and not like lag, like luck, like as in if you're lucky enough, and whether your equipment is good and stuff. I'm gonna use some really crazily enchanted swords and bows and also armor for this showcase, so that instead of just dying, I will be able to show you anything at least. Alright, so let's get on with the first mob, which is a mutant zombie. As you can see, there's a zombie head here. This is how the spawning egg looks like in creative. You can come into possession of that egg in survival. You have to either encounter the mob in the fields, which is really rare because they spawn really seldom, and or either or instead of wishing you could meet it in the wilderness, you could just create it using the chemical X, which we will get to in a moment. Alright, so mutant zombie is a great mob, like really big and really hostile towards you, and deals real big damage. He's 75 hearts of health, so that's like, well, more than 7 times the amount of that we have, because we have like 10 hearts. But of course we have some protection and stuff. So basically no chances of winning against this mob if you're not equipped correctly. Alright, so mutant zombie has 3 attacks. One of them is the melee attack, which slams the ground in front of him for like I think 4 cubes or something like this, and hits everything in front. So like if there's you and a cow standing in front of you, the cow will take damage as well. Both you and the cow will take damage, and if a cow is standing behind you and in front of you, all of you will take the damage. And the damage is up to 12 hearts. So as I've said I'm sorry, as I've said just a second ago, we have 10 hearts default, so 12 hearts is more than what we actually have. So yeah, good protection needed. Alright, the second attack is Roar, and this doesn't deal as much damage because it's only half a heart, but to all nearby entities, like friendly animals, pets, you, hostile mobs, anything will receive half a heart damage. And also there's a chance, 25% chance that hunger will be inflicted on you, so you will get hungry really quickly, just like after eating zombie flesh, yes. And also this attack spawns 6 zombies. up to 6 zombies. That will be these mutant zombies minions. Of course, it spawns less of them in the during the day, so up to 6 at night, and somewhere around 6, like 4, for example, during the day. Alright, the last attack and the strongest one is the throw, where the zombie throws the player into the air and then jumps up to the player and slams him into the ground. So you receive damage from both the attack and fall damage as well. After you somehow manage to kill the zombie, you have to burn the carcass, because otherwise he will stand up back with like half of his hearts healed, and will be ready to fight you again. If you burn him in like 7 seconds, you have like 7 seconds to set him on fire, he will not come back, but if he does, you'd have to kill him again, and after the third following death, so like you kill him the first time and then you have to kill him another 3 times, and he won't stand up again. He will die, definitely, then. Alright, so let's get this guy. Oh, of course, when he dies he loots the Hulk Hammer, which deals only 2 attack damage, but also it inflicts the same effect that the melee attack of the zombie has, so the ground slam, which we'll see in a moment. Come on, zombie. Let's show everybody what you're made of. So the zombie looks like this, kinda reminds me of the tank from Left 4 Dead series. It has a custom sound and also custom animations, and basically is really greatly animated and stuff. Really a good mob. Fits nicely with Minecraft as well. Wait, I need the day to be like earlier. I don't want to encounter this creature in the night. Alright, so let's go into survival, and as you can see, this is a ground slam. It reaches like two spaces behind me and 2 in front of me. It doesn't inflict any damage on me at all because I have this crazily enchanted... Oh, alright, so this is the ground slam, the throw and ground slam. This is the ground slam. Oh, yes. He kind of reminds me of a basketball player that's about to throw the ball into the, well, basket. But he's easy to outrun as he doesn't move that fast, really. Oh my god. Oh, and that's the roar. Alright, so let's kill him. And... oh, zombies. Since my sword was enchanted to fire, he burned immediately and left the Hulk Hammer for us. And now, as you can see, I am hitting the zombies with the Hulk Hammer, and it works just like it should. Alright, we can get rid of that right now, and let's get to creative again. And the next mutant creature is the mutant skeleton, and I'm gonna stand between these two. They don't burn in sunlight. Both the skeleton and the zombie, unlike normal Minecraft skeleton and zombies, they don't burn in sunlight, but instead they recover 1 heart per 5 seconds during the night time, so it's still better to face them during the day. Alright, so Scaly. Scaly is also 75 hearts of health. Hearts. Did I say hearts? 75 hearts of health. And, well, basically it shoots arrows, right? Like every skeleton in Minecraft, it shoots arrows. But the first attack, which is just shooting arrows, is much stronger than the normal skeleton. And basically the arrow will deal damage to all entities on its way. So again, if you're surrounded by cows and they are standing on the way of the arrow, they will get the damage. The arrows also inflict various negative effects like hunger, weakness, slowness, and other stuff like that. So poison as well. Most of the time it's poison. So it's even harder to fight with this skeleton because you're constantly dealing with some negative effects. The next attack is like he will put you away, like throw you away when you're too close to him. So it's better to actually face the skeleton from a distance with a good bow. It doesn't deal that much damage, but it throws you really far away, so it's really hard to get back up to him again. Alright, the next attack is shooting arrows from mid-air. The skeleton will jump like really high up in the sky and will shoot 6 arrows at the same time at you. So, well, if you're good at dodging arrows, you're still probably not as good. I mean, it's really hard to dodge 6 arrows at the same time. And they deal massive damage as well. Alright, sometimes if you get close to him, he won't throw you away. He might actually pull you closer and try to press you with his massive ribcage, and that will actually deal a lot of damage. And also he will throw you into the air later, so you will receive fall damage as well. When the skeleton dies, it's possible that you may get hit with one of his bones. Like the bones fly, they explode, kind of, and you might get hit with one of them, and it really hurts, deals a lot of damage as well. Alright, so let's spawn a skelly now. And that's how the loot looks like when you pick it up. We're going to see that in a moment, how it looks before you pick it up. Alright, maybe here. The skelly looks like this. I think it's a really cool model. The kind of armor reminds me of some of good old RPG games. I know there's only shoulder pads, but I don't know, there's something really cool about that. And as you can see, his jaw is really like protruding out of his face. Gives him that really tough look. Alright, so let's get to survival. And as you can see, the skeleton will immediately start shooting at me, and he implied slowness, and now he threw me away and shot me with poison. Yeah. He will actually kill me in a moment. Alright, I want to get close to him so that he will do that attack where he... Oh, alright, now he jumped and threw this... fired 6 arrows. I'm gonna die here. In the water. I don't wanna lose my spot. Could you please hug me? Yeah, this is probably the moment where we could kill him easily, as he can get out. But I don't want to kill him in the water because it's going to be harder to show you. Come on. Just get out of this pool. Really. He's not even shooting or anything. Alright, let's kill him. So, as I've said, I actually got hit with a few of his bones, he basically kind of falls apart when you kill him and leaves a big mess like this. And what do you do with this mess? You have to, of course, pick it up. Oh, that's the head. When you right click any of the bones, it becomes a pickable object that you may collect, and basically the loot should be like what I've showed you just a second ago, and out of it, wait, I'm really hungry. Alright, so out of these bones you might create some armor. And the first step to creating the armor, well, the first thing is that you have to remember that you can't craft the helm, because the helm is actually the head itself. Then you have to craft the arms out of 2 shoulder pads and 2 pieces of limbs. That's how they look like. And the full loot looks like this: 8 skeleton limbs, 1 pelvis, 6 ribs, 1 helmet, head, and 2 shoulder pads. Alright, so out of all the ribs you have to create a rib cage like this, and out of the pelvis and 2 pieces of limbs you have to create skeleton leggings, and the last 2 pieces of limbs will be your boots, like this. Then you have to combine the skeleton arms and skeleton ribcage to form a skeleton chestplate. And all of these have different effects on you. Basically, the helmet gives you the ability of critical shooting from mid-air, so that if you jump and shoot at somebody while jumping, you will critically shoot them, which means double the damage normally, but when you're on the ground and you're shooting, like not jumping, you will not deal critical damage at all, and also your normal damage will be diminished by half. Wait, I'm gonna get creative so that nothing attacks me here, because I don't want a creeper to blow up this place. And also, you know how sometimes you miss your target and then you can walk up to the arrow and pick it up again? Well, if you're wearing that helmet and you miss, there's a 50% chance that you won't be able to pick that arrow up again, that you will lose it just. Okay, so then we have the chest plate, and the chest will give us 4 times the bow charging speed. So instead of instead of charging this slowly, it will just charge almost immediately. The leggings will give you speed 2, the effect of speed 2, and the boots will give you a jump boost of sorts. You will just jump higher. So all of that combined, the chest plate, the leggings and boots, are basically so that you could jump really high and for the right amount of time to charge your bow, so that you could deal those critical shots every now and then. Alright, so the next mob we have is the Mutant Creeper, and this is how the egg looks in creative. And the Mutant Creeper is kind of, you could think that he's a little bit weaker than the previous 2 mobs, because it's only 60 hearts instead of 75, but deals a lot more of damage, has more types of attacks than the zombie and skelly, and basically is really creepy, and you don't want to fight it. Alright, but let's talk about the attacks. There's of course a melee attack, where it hits you. The Mutant Creeper will hit you with its massive head and push you back. If you right click with your sword so that it's blocking, you will still receive the damage, but you won't be pushed back. The next attack is that he jumps really far into the air and lands on you with a massive explosion. So you will both receive damage from his falling on top of you and from the explosion as well. Then there's a sort of attack where he spawns up to 4 creeper minions, either way, and they of course follow you and blow up when they come in contact with you. Then there's the charge attack where he freezes for 6 flashes. I mean, he will freeze and flash 6 times. You have the time where he flashes for the first 5 to inflict damage on him because he won't do anything then. But if you don't succeed in hitting him through the first 5 times and breaking the charge, by the 6th he will gain 15 hearts. So if he's wounded, he will heal 15 hearts. If he's not wounded at all or wounded less than 15 hearts, he will gain more hearts than he already has. Also, there's a 1 to 6 chance, 1 in 6 chance that he will try to trick you, and he will only pretend that he's charging, and actually when you come closer to him, he will summon a lightning bolt at you, and the lightning bolt will hit both you and the creeper, and thus the creeper will be charged and even harder to kill, will inflict even bigger damage. The creeper, also heals from explosions, like made by you, like from TNT, so it's not a good idea to explode anything nearby. And also, when he dies, he summons the biggest explosion, and you're actually being drawn nearer to him, so you have to run away really quickly when you kill him because the explosion might kill you. And when he dies, he will spawn an egg like this. And there are 2 things you can do with this egg. You can either break it, and when you break it, you will receive either a creeper shard or 5 to 10 gunpowders. Or you can actually right-click it to pick it up and then have it on your head. And in 3 to 5 Minecraft days, the egg will hatch to a beautiful minion creeper. This is Stanley. And to speed up the process, you can blow up things near the creeper egg. And then, when you already have the little minion creeper, you have to craft something like this. This is called creeper stats, and those are 4 cobblestones and a gunpowder. And if you have your creeper stats device, you might right click on your creeper minion to gain information about him. You can change its name, and also you can see how much health it has and the blast radius. And also if the explosion will kill him or not. So at the first time when it's newly hatched, the explosion will be only 1 time. So after the explosion, the creeper minion will die, and you won't be able to spawn him again. But if you give him 1 block of TNT, the explosion becomes continuous, so that he won't die from his own explosions. And then every following TNT block you give to the creeper minion will increase the blast radius by 0.2. So like by giving him 5, you'll have the 2.0, which is actually the blast radius of a normal creeper. What's next? If it's wounded or anything, you may give him the gunpowder to heal him for 2 hearts. So this is actually 4 hearts right now. But if it's full health every gunpowder you give him will increase the maximum health by half a heart. So if we give him a gunpowder now, he will be 4.5 hearts. And this goes up to, I don't know, really big amounts. I've gone up to 200 something and got bored. So yeah, you may probably make him immortal. And also the blast radius can go up to really big amounts as well, but I don't recommend that because they will leave really huge craters and the explosion might actually lag your computer. Alright, so let's show the creeper, mutant creeper right now, and let's hope to heaven that nothing nothing goes wrong and we will not be lagged and the video will be recorded. Alright, so this is how it looks like. It's really creepy. The model is really disgusting. I mean, not like bad disgusting, it's actually good disgusting. I mean, it looks just like it should. And yeah, the sound it gives, the sound it makes is also really disturbing. Let's get survival, and immediately he starts to hit us, and he's really fast, so running away from him will be a really hard task. Come on, jump. Why aren't you jumping? Oh, actually, don't get me close here. And of course he exploded, and as you could have seen, he healed himself. I mean, hearts appeared. He healed himself from his own explosion. Come on, jump at me. Why isn't he jumping? I need to get farther away from him. Alright, maybe he'll jump now. Not really. I don't know. Oh, alright. He jumped and of course landed with a big explosion. I can get out from here. Alright, so let's kill the creeper. And when we kill him, he becomes white. And it becomes really hard to get away. And this is the biggest explosion. And there's the egg at the bottom. So we just approach the egg and try to click it. And now it's on top of our head. Let's get creative. The egg will travel with us. Oh, there's a little creeper minion there. And when you decide this is a good place to place your creeper egg, you may just right click the bottom again and it will stand in the place where you've been standing just a second ago. There's no way of putting this inside your inventory, unlike the dragon egg, so no, you have to put it on your head. If you have like 2 or more, you can stack them. Now I have 2 eggs on my... Oh my god, the little creeper minion got me scared. On my head. And you can just take them everywhere with you, because obviously they won't hatch as long as you're not standing directly next to them. Alright, I would like some dye. And the creeper shard, which you might receive when you destroy an egg like this, is a cool thing. I mean, not as cool as having a little creeper minion. And of course there's also the possibility that you will receive 5 to 10 gunpowders instead of creeper shard. But basically creeper shard starts with no energy at all and gains a little bit of energy for every time you hit a mob, a hostile mob. and then if it's loaded, you might right click it to release an explosion. This will drain the whole energy, so reset it to 0. And sometimes when you're not hitting mobs for a really long time, the creeper shard will drain energy from you, from the user, so basically it will poison you. So you have to be careful with that. Alright. The last mutant creature is the enderman mutant. And here I won't show you the whole fight because it will lag my computer. I was already trying to record that and it didn't work out, so not really. So let's just go through the abilities. And the enderman is of course the hardest of the mobs. It's actually even harder than the ender dragon, in my opinion. 100 hearts, and basically works like a normal enderman at first. Won't attack you as long as you're not staring at it. Shouldn't. But sometimes, especially if you're wearing a pumpkin on your head, you might just anger it, or you may just irritate it for whatever reason, and it will attack you out of nowhere. When it attacks you, it teleports and also gives you blindness. I mean, teleports the user to the enderman, and also gives blindness for like 10 seconds or something like this. And when the enderman teleports, he will leave an unstable portal to another dimension, let's call it like this, which will give 2 hearts of damage to every entity in some radius, like close radius. So you have to be a little bit farther away from him when he's teleporting. Then there's the melee attack, and basically the enderman has 2 pairs of arms, the inner arms and outer arms, and inner arms deal 4 hearts of damage, while the outer arms will deal 5 hearts of damage. So yeah. Alright, the next thing he can do is throw blocks. So basically in every one of his 4 hands he might hold a block and throw it at you. If you get a direct hit, it will hurt you for 3 to 4 hearts. But if it lands like close to you but not really on you, you will receive 2 hearts of damage, of the splash damage. Let's call it like this. Alright, then of course I know this is not the enderman head, the black skeleton head, but I needed something. Alright, yeah. Okay, so the next attack move is the clone attack, in which the enderman will spawn 7 clones and disguise himself as one, so you will be faced with 8 clones. The disguised enderman will be a little bit bigger than them and will deal a little bit more damage. So like the clones deal half a heart and the real one deals 3 hearts of damage and heals himself for 1 heart for every hit he manages to land on you. And to break this spell or something like this, you have to hit the real enderman, so again he's a little bit bigger and hits a little bit harder. Then the next attack is the telesmash, which teleports player somewhere and deals 3 hearts of damage for the teleportation, also gives you the nausea effect, and if you are teleported into the air, you will basically receive fall damage, of course. Okay, the next attack is Scream, and there's a really slight possibility that he will use the Scream, unless it's raining. Then it's the probability becomes really high that he will use the Scream, and it will deal 2 hearts of damage and also stop the rain, and can also inflict effects like weakness, poison and hunger, but not always, just if you're unlucky. when you manage to kill the enderman, you will be faced with another threat to your life, which is the fact that he kind of implodes when he's dying and the environment becomes unstable. The let's call it like the dimension portal becomes open and stuff, and you will basically get thrown around for a couple of seconds, in which you can basically die, and there will be little shards of ender souls, I think that's called like this, that you can right click to collect, but if you don't succeed in right clicking them and collecting them, they might hit you really hard and then explode. Of course, everything explodes, but if you manage to collect them, you might be able to form an ender soul hand. And before we talk about the ender soul hand, to not receive the damage from the enderman's death, you have to put a pumpkin on your head. So be quick with that pumpkin. I mean, you will receive some damage, but it will be much more weaker than what you'd receive without the pumpkin. Alright, so the ender soul hand, to make it you have to collect at least one soul shard, and when you have it collected with your right click and following you, it will start following you immediately after you collect it. You have to drop an Eye of Ender, and basically the enderman can drop up to 8 ender pearls and 8 Eyes of Ender. I think it has to drop at least one of each. And of course you take that Eye of Ender and drop it, not like right clicking, just dropping with Q or just dropping it out of your inventory, and the ender soul shard will form an ender hand, and basically you might get up to 240 uses, which is 60 uses per every soul shard you manage to collect, so you can collect up to 8, of course. Not 8, 4. Yeah, no, what am I saying? 4. Yes, 4. I was thinking... never mind. Alright, so 60 uses per shard, up to 240, and basically when you have the ender hand equipped, you have to right click it to get a hold of any block that you're looking at, and then right click again to throw it. It might take some time to get used to aiming this, and this will of course take 1 use per such an action. I mean, per both. Like picking up the block and then throwing it is only 1 use. Both. Not both, because both would mean that there's 2 uses. Alright, just 1 use. Okay, wasted. Then you can hit something that approaches you, just left clicking like this. This will deal 6 heart of damage, and will eat up 1 of your uses. And you can also hold shift to sneak and then right click a block to teleport to it. This will use 4 uses at once. Alright, so now I will show you the enderman, but not the way it fights or the way it dies, because that will break my video. So basically I will spawn the enderman just to show you how it looks like. It looks a little bit like a mix of enderman and slenderman. Basically right now it only has 2 hands, while fighting it will have 4. And it's not doing anything bad right now, so it looks kind of friendly even. Alright, so now I'm gonna take turn the recording off and deal with this little creature here on my own, and I will be back to you in a second. Alright, I've dealt with the enderman. It wasn't as bad as I thought it might be, but still, if I were recording it, I would probably have a broken video, so no thank you. Alright, so the last thing we have to talk about is the chemical X. And chemical X is crafted like this: a bottle of water and 4 obsidians to create chemical X. And let's get a little bit of that, and also snow and pumpkins, because we're going to create a mutated snow golem right now. Snow golem, normal snow golem, and now we have to right click the chemical X to throw it at the snow golem, and there's a 50% chance that it will kill him and 50% chance that it will create a mutant snow golem. We managed to make one, and basically what this snow golem does is it can of course freeze the ground like it's doing it right now. If it has to get to you through water, I mean if it's following you and has to get to you through water, and to make it follow you just have to right click it. Your name appears on top of its head, I mean above its head, and it will follow you. And if it has to go through water, it will just freeze it into ice. So the golem will always find its way towards you. Sometimes it chooses a really weird path, so you have to be ready for that. And it can also attack monsters, dealing 6 heart of damage per every attack. Let's get a zombie. I need this one. And this is how the mutant golem attacks the zombie, with big blocks of ice. Alright, and if he gets hurt, actually there's no way of seeing if he's hurt or not. You may just randomly throw snowballs at him. He will heal 1 heart per every snowball. And of course, again, right click him to make him follow you. Right click again to make him stop following you. And same goes for the little creeper. Right click to make him stand up and follow you, and right click again to make him sit. And I think that's it for the mutant creatures. I don't know how long this material is, because I've already turned off the recording of the first part of this video. Yeah, so thank you for watching this showcase. I hope it was useful in any way. If you still have any questions, you may just ask them in the comment section below, or send a private message to me, and I will try to answer them. Really great mod if you're looking for a challenge. Doesn't feel like cheating at all. I mean, you have to work really hard to kill all of these mutant little bosses. I'm not afraid to use that word. They are bosses. And yeah, I've forgotten to say that if you want to have a fight right now, you may just oh my god, you may just throw the chemical X at any of these 4 mobs, and of course the chances are the same, 50% that you will create a mutant creature, and 50% that it dies from the chemical X. Alright, so again, thank you for watching, and see you in the next showcase. Bye!